Hey, you who's watching this video right now, your past ain't invited, man. Your past is not invited. And you can't move on to your future by continuously inviting your past to the party. See, there's something I read a while back ago. Was in the Bible, and then also there have been like several poems that have been inspired by this Bible verse. I can't think of the verse right now, but to paraphrase it, it says it's a time to eat, it's a time to sleep, it's a time to be merry, it's a time to grieve, it's a time for everything, right? That's to get to a point in time where it's time for you to move forward. Has to. You've been holding on to your past long enough. Probably for a little bit too long to your liking, even if you don't want to admit it. You're sitting here wondering why life is so complicated. I could tell you one of the reasons why life is so complicated is because there's something in your life that doesn't belong. You know what happens typically when you get sick? Why do you vomit? A lot of times when you get sick. I ain't gonna say all the time, but when you're sick, like a really bad stomach sickness, especially like a stomach bug, why do you think you get nauseous? Why do you think you throw up? Because there's something in your body that doesn't belong. When there's something in your body that doesn't belong, guess what your body does? It does a very good job, if it's working properly, to remove the things that don't belong, or the thing that doesn't belong. Because sometimes it might have just been one thing that kind of caused you to have an upset stomach. Sometimes it was numerous things. But regardless, it is removing the contents. Your body is fighting inside to get rid of what doesn't belong, so that way your body can function. Our lives are the same way. A lot of times we have people that don't belong and wonder why there's chaos in our lives, why things seem to be going downhill, why things seem to be negative. I can tell you why, because that is a content, or you have contents that don't belong. But we want to keep holding on to it because it gets to a point where those contents just become normal. We just learn to live with them. And I ain't trying to reduce people to contents, y'all. Let me make that clear. But we get used to it. We get used to it and we just deal with it. And guess what happens after a while? That becomes our new normal. And sometimes we think of it like this. We think, oh, new normal's good, right? No. New normal is not always good. New normal is good when there's growth involved. New normal is not good when you know it was something that was not good for you in the first place, but yet for whatever reason, you keep absorbing the material just because you want to get used to it. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. I done spent the many of years continuously holding on to people that no longer deserve the place in my life. And that doesn't mean that they were bad people. Let me just go ahead and make that clear. Because a lot of times when we talk about letting go of people and letting go of our past, we make it seem like for whatever reason, they're just the worst person in the world. They're the scum of the earth. They did this, they did that. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure there are some people that have done wrong, but there are others that have not. Let me tell you guys a little story real quick. I'm gonna get a little personal. It's not really a story. It's just something that I've had to do this year. Put my thing apart real quick. This year, I had to let go of every single woman I've ever been connected to on a romantic level, or tried to be connected to on a romantic level. And I know some of y'all are like, dang, Marcus, that's an extreme. And I'm not saying that you have to go to the extreme, but let me explain why. I decided at the beginning of the year, or really more towards the end of the last year, that I was going to go at least 1 year without intentionally trying to date anyone, or dating anyone, period. Like, no relationship, no dating scenarios, no nothing. And the reason why I decided that was because, number one, I want to get closer to God, and I don't want to have no distractions. Number two, I want to work on myself. Number three, I've been in and out of relationships and potential relationships for so long that I had to question, do I truly know who Marcus is? Do I truly know how to operate with Marcus when there's nobody else in the rearview mirror or nobody else by my side? You feel me? It gets to a point in life where everybody has to have that moment of time by themselves. Man or woman, doesn't matter, right? Young or old, doesn't matter. So I disconnected. Some of them were very clean. Some of them got a little messy. It was a little bit of, I ain't gonna say drama, but pushback, if you will. Some of them got cut off and didn't even know they got cut off, but it was just time. And another reason, big reason why I did this was because I told myself, Marcus, how can you get prepared for your future wife, whoever she may be, and you continuously re-inviting old company to the party at a new venue? Again, think about that for a second. Because a lot of times people feel like, oh, well, when I meet the right person, I'll just cut people off. I remember there was a person I was talking to one time, and they were still connected to their exes. And I made a mention to them because I was trying to get to know them. And I remember them saying, you know, I said something along the lines of, yeah, but interestingly enough, if I was the guy that you was really into, you probably let go of those exes easily. She said, yeah, probably. Now, we can hit that towards genuine desire, but that's not what this video is about. But I want to make a point to say that even that statement was cap. And the reason why I say that statement was cap is because you don't just cut something on and off like a light switch. Some things have to be habitual. You have to create a habit out of it. So you're not just going to let things go overnight. So for me, yes, it seemed like I cut those people off like a light switch, but it's a bigger purpose involved. And I wanted to do it before I met the woman that God has for me, whoever she may be, right? That was my process of letting my past go. And I must say, it's been quite peaceful. And again, not all these women were bad. Some of them were cool. Some of them I had no business entertaining. But to God be the glory, and God bless them. Wish a smile upon them. Wish them all the best. And it's okay for you to care about your past. You probably had some people, not even just on a romantic level, maybe even on a platonic level. You had people in your past that you cared about tremendously, that you loved with all your heart, that you would give your shirt off your back for. But that doesn't mean that they permanently have a spot at your table. Doesn't mean they're bad people either. But sometimes either they need to be removed from the table, or you need to remove yourself and find an empty table and start over. Listen, I love y'all. If I didn't love y'all, I wouldn't be encouraging you guys to be the best version of yourself. Which, you know, that's what I'm all about. Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. So I need you to continuously become a better you by making sure you are elevating in the best way possible. And the best way to do that is to let go of the contents around you that no longer serve a purpose. And sometimes it's not even just people. Sometimes it's jobs. You've been at that job and it's been time for you to leave, but you're holding on to it because you feel comfortable. You're afraid to step into the next level of the job because you're comfortable. Just something to think about, you know? Marcus Phrase for Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. I love you guys. Appreciate you all, as always. And just remember, your past does not dictate your future unless you let it. Peace.